3 inches.
Yeah. All right, so we've made it to this point here. We have all of our posts up, and Aaron had these things to our line. Remember I showed you? And then he got them to the best of his ability this way plumb. And then every once in a while, there'll be like a 16th difference between the bottom and the top. So what I did when I was cutting the top rail and he was still installing posts in front of me, I was checking the number at the bottom, and then I was flexing the top of the post as I screwed them in here to where the numbers are within about a 32nd of an inch, right? And that way I can cut the bottom and the top at the same time to the same tolerance, right? So that way everything should fit perfect as we go. So that way when I pull the bottom number, I already have the top number, right? And then we keep going. So that's how we're trying to get a production line going. And if you notice, the lags have these bases on here. Again, there's different trim options that you can do for these rails, but this particular thing is a like a button holder, which holds these little buttons in place after the fact, right? And then they just pop on there, and that covers that up, makes those look nicer. And then anywhere that we had to shim it right here, which is very little and you can't really see it, but if it gets aggressive at all, and you can see the brown against the black, then what we'll do is we come back with black caulking or whatever caulking best matches the post, and we just run a little bead right here. Right? Easy peasy. Looks super duper clean. And that's where we're at. And then if you remember, Aaron had strung these this way, but your deck can roll this way a little bit, right? Nothing's ever 100% perfect. So what I do is I cut my two pieces to go, and then I go end to end, and I push that down as hard as I can, and I lock it in, and I do the same thing on the other end, and then I eyeball it. And like right here, I just floated this up about 1/8 just to take the dip out of it, right? So that way, when we go to pop in all our infill pieces, they're not trying to pop us out or twist on us, and the panels and everything sit straight once we get our glass delivered. So that's where we're at here for this. And we only got a few more pieces, and the rail's pretty much done except for what we're missing.